Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Aaron Haddon, and we're going to be playing more of the Outer Worlds. Right now, we are on a mission to fix our ship, find a power regulator. Look how quick the loading screens are.
Say,
That's
this
awesome.
wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, let's head over towards Eastwater, I believe she said. Yeah, I think that one of the next perks I'm going to be unlocking is increased sprint speed. I think that'll be nice for traveling around, but I also saw something about... Uh-oh. There we go. Oh. Oh my gosh. Alright, I think I have to heal. Right? Oh, I don't have to heal. I didn't know if I had to heal. I was looking at the wrong bar, though. Alright. Look here. I have multiple pistols. I wonder if I can sell them? Or something? I don't really know. Okay, and then this was... really there. More parts, very cool. But anyways, I was saying, I believe I saw fast travel in the perk selection, and that'll be really nice. That'll be really nice to get around. Is that a Marauder? It is Marauder. Okay, well. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really see all of them. Okay, very nice. Looting up. Let me actually check our weight to see how we're doing here. Is this... No, it's quest. It says they're marked as junk. I don't know. I'll have to figure out the menu later on here. I don't really think we're having any problems with carrying stuff, though. We really don't have all that much. Very nice looking world. The graphics are good. I'm happy that I'm not really running into many frame issues here.
Where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Wait.
Grave digging's a fine profession.
It said I'll
Always
be back.
work to be had, and nary a word of
on the,
complaint out of your
dialogue that I
clients.
clicked here.
Yeah?
Alright. Thought it may be something important. Alright, let's go get some money from these people, as well as get our ship part. Let's see how long the loading time is. Seems a little bit longer. Still not bad though. 1 second. So now we're back on track.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house, no place for a traveler.
Sick house. Can I punch? Hello.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Hey, keep it down. That kind of talk's bound to put sights on the both of us. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
Alright. I don't really know what she's on about. I put weapons away? Guess not. Go to the bathroom. Oh, cool. Oh, we can steal. Interesting. I'm not gonna steal that though, that's a little... Yeah, we're not really gonna steal much here. I don't really want to be... I can just take it? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go. Okay. I thought he was shooting at me. Okay, let's go to the town leader, I guess. Looks like there are some houses that you can't go inside of. Here we go. Like the music. Pretty classy.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
All right, so it looks like we have to go and steal these people's electricity. I'm probably gonna have to make a tough decision.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
But it looks like I now have I don't really know what they're called yet. A companion, I think. I need her to go in the elevator. Come on. Can I push her? Can push her. Does she go in? There we go. That was weird. What is... I have commands in the bottom left, but I'm worried that... I don't really want to use them while I'm in the town.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I think I should say before, but it's a small error. It could just be a 4. I don't really know.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. The mission's on the east side of
I didn't mean to
town.
hit that again.
You can't miss it.
All right. Oh, come on. Go talk to this guy. See what he has to offer us.
I'm sorry.
Advice, maybe.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Yeah, sure. It's another side quest we'll do when the time comes. But for right now, I would like to progress the story. So let's head to other people, see if we can convince them to come back, because we need that part. Oh wow, that's really cool. Nice, just admiring the graphics.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon.
Oh.
Now they only come but once a month.
Okay.
I love the wind here.
Good thing I noticed that sooner rather than later. I don't know if jumping is quicker or running. Seems that jumping might actually be quicker here. If that's the case, then I'm just gonna keep spamming jump. Keep up pretty well, that's nice. One of the next perks I plan on unlocking as well is increased dilution time. I forgot the name of it already. The Q power up here. This. Let me actually look up what it's called. Tactical time dilation. Cool. That, oh.
I got him!
Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, there were so many of them just hanging out. Nice. Oh my gosh. We picked this lock.
Clever.
Alright. Okay, let's see what we can't do here. Skills have increased. I would like to keep on working on increasing the ranged abilities here and defense. I think those are both really important. Dialogue's also really important. And the rest are fine to wait here. Alright. Buy that. Yes. And then we also have a rifle. Item repair. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, we actually have a light machine gun too here. Right. I don't think we're gonna put the light machine gun on yet. I do like the sword though. Pretty cool. Looks a little bit dull, but alright. Cool. Let's... This. Let's try. Oh, this is cool. Nice. Oh, that's super cool. I thought I died for a second and I got a little bit nervous. All right. Ooh, an assault rifle. I do think I like that. All right, let's actually, yeah, does more damage. That doesn't really do a whole lot. Let's put the assault rifle up first. How much ammo we have? Not a lot. Okay, so we share ammo between the two rifles. Okay, just gonna steal everything, like a good person. Alright. Yeah, I mean, so far I'm definitely enjoying the game. No real complaints. So
Move
far.
along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Who is this? That was a marauder for a second.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Much obliged.
Interesting. Oh, I probably just steal stuff this time. Makes sense. Let's go talk to these people. I'm not sure if I'm going to be still in their power or not, or what I'm going to do, but...
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, I think I want to shut off power at Edgewater. I'm sort of hoping there's like a back door. Like there's not. All right. I am tempted to shut off the power at Edgewater. The only issue I foresee with that is Reed probably won't really appreciate that. I might have to fight a lot of people, and I'll probably lose all the resources at Edgewater. Or Eastwater, rather. Eastwater, right? Edgewater. Alright, I'm pretty sure I referred to this as Eastwater already once this video, so sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the right decision would be to shut off the power at the town, but I'm just worried about the resources I'll lose. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe there's a third option. Alright, let's try this out. Oh, there's like a lot of them.
Let's go!
Oh man. It wasn't really too bad. I just probably went through more ammo than I should have. Ooh, I just got a weapon modification. Okay. Cool.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Physical plasma corrosion, shotgun, and raise. Some enemies are vulnerable or resistant to others. Okay, well she's over here like dying. Lady. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Wow. These guys are beefy. Probably pistol. Probably the way to go on this, even though it does such minimal damage. Terrible. Heal up 2. Let's actually look at our inventory here. Maybe our armor could be improved upon. 7, 3, and 4. 4. Cool. So we have 8 armor. Oh, okay. Wow. That's awesome. All right. Level 7. Oh. All right. Cool. What is this? I don't have the necessary hacking tools. These might explode. Yep, they did. Okay. Cool. Very quick loading screens too. I like it.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Well, I was gonna try to sneak by him, but that dude is just watching the door. Oh, there was a guy behind us, and I don't really think he noticed. Well, okay. I just realized that if I want to... Oh. Okay, I didn't know that this was even an option here. Cool. I think that I want to take the power. I think I'm gonna take it from the people just because the resources at the town. I know that's horrible. That's... Right, I've changed my mind once again. Let's go back and steal the power from the town. Also, I want to see one of these workbenches that I can do modifications on.
System
Nice. Ooh, gosh. Timing is a little weird. Okay, just sort of skimming through this. Really in here. Oh.
Easy.
Impact hammer. Interesting. Does more damage, so cool. Alright, let's I'm sorry, I keep hitting escape to try to exit that. Alright. Let's go back to the town. And let us steal the power from the cannery. Is there any way on the mission to you know what? I'm just gonna do it here. I know I keep going back and forth, but the mission just says to do it here, and I don't really see the option to steal it from the cannery. So if it does become a problem later on down the road with losing resources at the town, I'm sure there'll be a way to make amends. Oh. Okay, keep hitting escape still. Alright.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Alright, well, let's see. And not okay.
Sure. I'm going.
Okie. Let's go hit one of these switches. Probably gonna be more robots. Yep.
Attacking!
I'm tempted to just go down there with my new hammer. Yeah. Hammer's pretty good.
Oh, searching.
Wow, this hammer is real good. Wow, this is easy mode now. Alright, one of the switches. Okay.
2 more.
Great.
What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Veil?
You wanna talk about it?
Where are we headed?
You're not real. You're not real.
What? Who just said that? There's someone down here?
No, no, no. Just leave me alone.
Okay, that's a little creepy. He's probably just somewhere off screen though. Somewhere where I'm just not seeing him. You over here? We just came from over here. Alright.
Go away, Phantom.
Alright, we'll come back for him, I guess. I don't know.
I'm Steam. You're liable. Incoming!
Alright, thanks for helping. Oh, I'm doing just peachy. Alright, one more.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt... Here they come! I'm on it!
Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Oh my gosh, that one is a shotgun. Alright, time for a level up. Alright. I think this time we're gonna want to put some more points into I don't know, actually. I mean, defense would be good, I guess. Bring ranged up to 30 as well. A little bit more into melee. And then let's do dialogue to 20. Okay. No, we have another perk. All right. It's tough. I don't know if I want to increase the... I think I'm going to increase sprint speed. I think that's what I want to do here. Oh, yeah. This is nice. We're real fast.
Last. I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
I really want to know if there's a way... Oh my gosh. I really want to know if there's a way I can just, talk to, or take the thing from the, cannery in town. I mean, I just feel bad. You know, I'm also trying to find this... Oh, hey.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Yay. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go back to town. Maybe. If I can get out of here. Way out. I think so, right? Hard. Ooh, okay. What is that? Light machine gun. Hacking skill too low. Just want to get out of here. Oh, this looks a little bit more familiar. Yep. Let me just double check there's nothing I can do here with the journal. I mean, I'm just gonna do this because I don't see the option.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on
I
like
think
that. I just...
you know, I thought
felt
she
like
was
I had to say
opposed to it at first, but I think that this is what she wants.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Comes now the power. Is that? I don't know why I'm jumping over here. Oh, here we go. All right, let's get out of here and go see what the town has to say about this. Nice, we are running pretty fast, actually. My only not complaint, but the only thing I really want to be looking for here, I guess, is more hacking tools. I think that I'm actually going to pursue that a little bit more for my skills here. I just think that having extra hacking tools and capabilities might prove extremely beneficial.
He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, we have to go talk to Adelaide. Oh, workbench. Okay. Okay. What do I have? Magazine changes the weapon's damage type to shock. I think I want to do that on the sniper. I don't know. I'm not sure if that was the right play or not. We'll see.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Interesting. I might be killing Reed here.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi! Hello!
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I appreciate you hearing me out, at least.
Oh wait, I have to talk to him more?
Any
Okay.
luck I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to read and make a real case for myself.
Okay. Do I have to talk to him more? Oh my gosh, alright.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
The matter's been weighing on me. Fact is, I can't go anywhere long as Zoe's missing. Disappeared without a trace. Marauders took her, I suspect. I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
So it looks like I'll have to
One of us
complete
wanna go
the
see
quests of finding Zoe and getting the manuals for Thomas. Yes, Thomas Kemp. In order for them to come back to Edgewater, or at least willingly come back to Edgewater. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. Thanks for watching episode 2. Have a great day.